Hello everyone, I hope everyone's okay, especially after the storms we have been receiving here in Manila. Let me first knock off everything in this review was bought by me for doing the said review. And today we're going to go back to the old school Bob's reviews to vape. And I just want you guys go grab a cup of coffee. For my Filipino viewers, please go grab some cotton for your nose. I apologize. Wala Tagalog. We'll get into this review. Settle down, and it's gonna take a little bit for this review. So, without further ado, I really was looking forward to doing this because I miss doing my vaping videos, and I really do. And I miss buying the vape products. But since I lost my leg, I've had to restructure my financial situation. I had to sell my car, my Honda. Anyways, I had to do that anyways because it was manual, and it's kind of hard to drive manual with only one leg. I tried in the parking garage of my condo and almost ran into the wall. But anyways, I digress. I used to have over 50 mods, and I sold them all in order to pay the hospital bill, which was very, very high. And here in the Philippines, you need to pay the bill in full before they'll even let you out of the hospital. I have Wala insurance, so everything came out of my pocket. So I had to do some scurrying around to liquidate some of my assets. And some of the assets I had to liquidate were my mods, my mod collection. I digress. It's not your problem, not your fault. It's 100% on me. I chose to do it. No big deal. But I've been slowly trying to build up my collection again. And I've stuck with only one brand, and that's RVCC. And that's what we're going to look at today. It's an RVCC that I recently picked up. And because of the market being a little bit soft here in the Philippines, due to all the new vaping regulations and rules and all the drama associated with vape, it's brought a lot of bad press to vape. And we don't have the hangouts and the get-togethers like we used to. Vaping has really, and that left a bad taste in my mouth, especially when all the platforms went against vape, like PayPal, eBay, Facebook, DHL. All right, so with that in consideration, I had to lay off of the vape. But today we have a special one. I received this box last night. I haven't opened it. It's from Boss Ronnie at Macheneria. There used to be a vape clinic, I believe. Boss Ronnie took this mod I purchased at a really good deal, but you'll see why, because I'll post some pictures here of the old, what it looked like old. So without further ado, I know I'm boring you all. Let's open up this box safely. Opening it up. Here we go. Let me toss the box. I apologize if you hear the fan. I turned the air conditioning off today because it's still kind of cool out there. So we don't have to have the air running today, but I do have a fan running. Here we are. Oh, we included a sticker. I love stickies. I love stickies. All right. I'm being rough with this. I would be real nice. Now here, I had a solid silver firing pin from before in my collection that I never sold, that I held on to. But it was the very thick style. It was a thick style of firing pin, and this ZETEKI uses the thin style. So I had to have them resize that. First off, looks beautiful. Good job, boss. Salamat. Let's open up the mod. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Holy smokes. That's beautiful, boss. Oh my God. Now Juma is my favorite material for mods. And Juma is a member of the resin family, but it's not like the glass resin. Juma is much stronger and can tolerate heat a lot more. But with that in mind, have seen RVCC mods that were warped. The Juma was warped around the 510 deck, and that is because somebody was using dual coil and getting her screaming hot. And Juma is strong and it is temperature resistant, but it's not for the kind of temperatures that you incur using dual coil. So a tip from Bob: don't use dual coils on your Juma mods. Use single coil. If you really want to love your mod, I highly suggest using single coil on this. Now this one has a solid silver 510 pin. This is not a hybrid. And the reason why I really like that is because I could use my tank on this. And that's really what I want to do. I want to use my tank on this. But today we're going to test it out with a regular Addy. But this looks beautiful. This came out really nice. Let me see if I get a close up. This came out really nice. Maganda. I'm speechless, guys. I had a script, but I'm blown away by how this looks. Now I have this silver plated. Why silver plated, Bob? Why not rhodium plated? Rhodium plating is much better than the silver plating as far as longevity. It will last longer and it is a stronger plating than the silver. The silver will wear off eventually, okay? But silver has higher conductivity than rhodium. And I much rather have conductivity. I'll send it back to Boss Ronnie next year or the following year and have him replate the tubes again. No big deal. Boss Ronnie's very fast to do his work, very fast and good communications as far as getting your mod back to you. So, with that said, let me go ahead and have another vape. I am so excited. I'm using my Milkman that I made. I only put half a bottle in here because it's not ready for, it hasn't aged enough yet. It's only been a week and a half. It really needs 3 weeks until the creams really come out of the mixes. So this is a week and a half. I only put half of it in, and I'll tell you what, it already tastes masarap. It's very good. You could really taste the strawberry. You can't taste the creams yet because they haven't had enough time to age. Oh, that tastes so good. Now, you guys, with this one, we have set screws inside. You could kind of see it. It's set in there. You can see the set screw. Now, when you're putting this back together, you want to make sure, and please use the correct size Allen key. Please use the correct size Allen key. And also, use very, very little muscle when you're putting these threads, these screws in. They will strip. So you need to take care of doing that. And when you're especially tightening them down and they go into that hole that you have, make sure before you use the mod to run your finger inside and make sure you don't feel that screw. Because what happens is if you put a battery in here, you'll rip your wrap, or you might even ground the battery out. So danger, be careful. Make sure you feel in here that the screw has not gone beyond the edge of the tube. You could feel it a little bit, is no problem. But if you have it really sticking out, you're asking for troubles. That's Bob's tip, okay? I just can't believe how this came out. Let me see. Here's another tip. You want to remove the firing button? I use a rubber band. Just like that. Just put the rubber band on it, and that gives you grip. And that'll loosen it up. Perfect. Let me see here. I'm doing this. Oh, the silver button is in there. He already installed it. Beautiful. So this is the copper one. He silver plated it. Oh, he silver plated the copper one, the original one that I sent to him. So this is the original copper, silver plated. Boss, thank you. Wow, Salamat, boss. Oh, you can see in there the beautiful workmanship. I tell you, I really love RVCC mods, and I'll tell you why. The simple design, the looks, You take it very slow when you're putting this firing pin in. Once it threads, go. But don't force it. And just like the set screws, do not force the set screws. They're machined very well and will just go into there if you have it correctly aligned. So just make sure you do not go crazy and try to force fit anything. But back to RVCC, a big reason that I like is the looks. They look beautiful. And then another big reason I like them is because they're the simple design. The firing button is not all complicated, made with 1,000 parts. There's no other moving parts on the mod. The mod is straight up made out of solid copper. And now this one is silver plated tubes with a silver 510. And I have a silver battery cap. And I have the silver 510 on the atomizer. So technically, this is the way to go, you guys. This really is. This is going to hit like the hammer of Thor. So what we're going to do now. Also, reasons I like RVCC. I'm speechless, you guys. The workmanship that came out from Boss Ronnie on this mod is unbelievable. The shine on this Juma. I am a New Yorker and I'm speechless. Okay, that's really an impossible thing because all New Yorkers have something to say, and this has me caught off guard. I have not even paying attention to my script. But anyways, another reason I like the RVCC is they seem to be holding their value a little bit more than the other mods, and especially since I really love the plate. Oh, Bob, you got no plate. There's no plate on your mod. Whoa. Abracadabra. Hocus pocus. This is the plate. First, I'll show you the plate that it came with. This is the plate that it came with. It's a limited edition plate, but she's hammered. I am going to send this to Boss Ronnie because the guy is a master mechanic and he also restores plates. And these plates are highly collectible. And what I've picked up was this brand new one. This is a Xièxie 1 of 1. It's got the blue frog on there because the Xièxie is frog. So it has the blue frog, which goes with the blue Juma. This is beautiful. And I already put money down on another plate because I really like these plates and they're highly collectible. And wait till you see the other plate that I just purchased. But that'll be a future video. I'll make that into a short, not a long video like this one. But that will go on here like that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That looks sharp. I like that. I'm speechless with how this mod came out. Anybody interested, you guys go to Facebook. You could find Boss Ronnie at Macheneria Facebook page. I'll put a picture of his page here. He is a very good person to deal with. I've been dealing with him for a couple years now, and I consider him a friend. And he's a good people. He really is. But this mod has me speechless. I can't wait to use this mod. Matter of fact, let's try it out. Let me take my battery cap off because this is the battery cap I like to use. This is another Boss Ronnie creation. Silver battery cap. Let me take off my Addy. Now I have an Ultim spacer in between my Addy and the mod. Oh, threading's beautiful. Okay, we're all the way down. I'm hoping, I'm going to stick my finger in here and hope that the 510 pin touches this will be a miracle on the first try on video for this to work like this. Normally I would have to monkey around with that 510 pin. You know, whenever you're making a video or doing something like that. Here we go, beautiful. I tell you, RVCC machining is really done well. Never have to worry about anything. Oh, look at that, she's alive! She's alive! Wow. Nice. Nice. Xièxie. Very nice, boss. Thank you. Thank you. Salamat po. Thank you. Xièxie. Thank you so much, boss. This came out nice. I highly recommend Boss Ronnie for any restoration jobs. I saved this from the wild. I hate seeing an RVC that's not been taken care of, and it freaks me out. I actually went without a couple things this month, so I was able to pay for this mod, and I am very happy. I appreciate the price that you gave me, Boss Ronnie. You treated me fairly, and I have so much respect because you do that. And your workmanship is top notch. So I'm going to give another 100 shout outs to Boss Ronnie. Boss Ronnie. Boss Ronnie. Thank you, boss. You did a wonderful job. I want to thank Boss Rich for making a beautiful mod. All the people involved in making these RVCC Juma mods. I am impressed. I really love these mods, and I will buy another one if my budget lets me. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long and you're not falling asleep and your nose is not bleeding too badly. You guys take care of yourself. God bless. Be safe, especially after all the flooding that we've had. I hope it's over with, but we have rainy season coming up. So you guys be safe. Take care. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a short when I receive the other plate that I ordered, and I'll see you guys in the future. Salamat. Thank you. Xièxie. You all be safe. Have a wonderful day. See you.